welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. I'm a graphic designer, brand designer, and today I'm going to take you through a day in my life as a graphic designer. So I balance my work on doing client brand projects. I do some social strategy projects and just everything in between with graphic design. I have a lot of videos around tips and tricks when it comes to starting a career in graphic design or just specific things revolving around graphic design, and I just love making these videos of day in my life to show you what it looks like to own your own design business. Today is Monday and I have quite a few things to get through this morning. I just did my emails and I did a Instagram reel post, and that took me probably like an hour just to get through all those different aspects, which is okay because I'm slowly waking up, drinking my coffee, which is just kind of a nice way to start the day. But basically I have a whole bunch of client edits that came in over the weekend that I want to get to today. So I'm going to be working on a lot of those, a lot of brand project edits, a lot of marketing materials, social posts, things like that. And I have one meeting, and just overall I'm going to take you through all those different aspects. If this is your first video watching with me, please consider subscribing down below and liking this video, and let's get into the day. So I just finished this animation over in After Effects, and then I dropped it in a stock video in Premiere, and I just want to show you how it looks. So obviously this is for my client Kyra, and it's just a follow me. She's a YouTube creator, you should check her out, but basically she wanted something that she can put over her videos and her branding, so I created this for her. And it was really fun to do because I haven't spent a ton of time in After Effects recently, and I really like creating animations, so it was a fun project to complete. And I actually already heard back from her, and she said that she liked it, so I'll be sending over these final files to her soon. I was so glad to finish up that client edit, but now it's on to the next. I'm finally working on this tote bag design that's in collaboration with No Issue Creative Community. We've had conversation about this for probably the last 2 months, so it's been a while, and honestly I was a bit nervous about starting it. Sometimes design projects can just seem a bit overwhelming before you begin, and especially when you're designing for yourself. So this tote bag was something I had complete range on, which definitely is more difficult than when I have a direct audience I'm thinking about or a brand that I'm designing for. But really I settled on this Michelangelo quote, which I was really excited about, playing with different type choices and seeing how I can make that pairing work. So that's really what I'm just doing now. I'm playing with different inspirations from Michelangelo and just that whole Renaissance art period. I thought it was really fun, and I really can't wait to finish these and see what they look like in the end. Okay, so it has been a minute since I last checked in, so I thought I would touch base real quick. Basically, I've just been working away. I had some lunch. I've just been working on a lot of projects. Next up, I'm just working on some more client work. I'm going to be doing a little digital ad design for one of the places I do their marketing materials for, and then I'll also be doing a social media graphic for a different client and working on some other client work in between there. So I'm excited to continue to share my day. The first client edit that I had to complete was this one that is a wedding invite design. This is for one of my very best friends who is getting married this summer. I'm so excited for her, so I was just completing those and then moving on to this quick digital ad edit for a local bank that I do a lot of their marketing needs for. So I use Envato elements whenever I need a stock imagery or reference a template or anything like that. So that's just what I'm doing here. If you are interested in having any of these extra tools, I really recommend checking out Envato Elements. You can visit them in the link down below for a little money off as well. And yeah, just check them out. Lastly, I have this edit for a real estate group that I help with their marketing needs for. So I'm just quickly doing a social post for them on this recent sold property that they wanted it for. So just a quick little design that I can send over to my client today. Okay, so we are at the end of the day. My camera did die, so I didn't get every detail of today, but I still feel like I got enough to show you. But I'm actually going to be ending my day for now, and I'm going to be going off to the gym and running some errands, and then I'll probably do a little bit of work later, but it will just be dark and late, and so the lighting won't be super great. So I'm gonna call it a day now, and I'll check in tomorrow morning. Okay, so it is the next day. It's Tuesday morning. I am so sleepy right now. I've only had 2 sips of my coffee so far. It's also a pretty gloomy day, so that's really affecting my mood this morning. I guess for those that don't know, I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, so it is still really cold here, even though it's about to be April. Just takes a little bit longer to kind of get through the spring, which can be a bummer. Today, though, we have a lot going on, so I'm just gonna continue the vlog and sharing the day in my life today as well, because I can share a lot more today also. So I have quite a few things. Let me look at my list here. So I always just make my to-do list on my notes app, and then I'll just do it by day, and then I can always add things to the next day or move things around if I need to, which can be really nice because then I'll just grab it on my phone, or I can get it on my iPad or on my computer. Basically today I have 2 meetings. The one I was gonna have yesterday was changed to today, so I have that today. And then I have a lot of edits I need to do for clients. We'll do that. I want to send over a proposal to a client that I'll be starting with in a few weeks. And I want to work on creating some brand patterns for a client of mine as well. I know there's a lot of other things mixed in there. Like I have a few social posts that I need to do for a few different accounts and kind of just some miscellaneous work as well. So again, I'm gonna share as much as I can throughout this day, and hopefully it gives you more of a glimpse into the day in life of a graphic designer. So this morning I actually had a pretty early meeting at 8:30. I just am listening, but I give a little presentation and just listen to what everyone else has to say too. Thank you. Next, I just want to prep this social post for the local coffee company that I do their social media and marketing materials for. So basically, I'm just cleaning up this leaf because it didn't look super great behind this chocolate croissant. But besides that, I really enjoyed taking these different photos for this coffee company and posting them. And I mean, who doesn't love pastries and lattes? So it's about 10 o'clock. I thought I would just check in here real quick. I am working on client edits right now, which always take me a lot longer than I think they're going to take, but that's okay. They can be fun to do most of the time. So I do want to talk about all the different kind of streams of income I have when it comes to my design business and my clients and everything in between. There's a lot you can do to create different streams of income, which is great, but there's also a lot of pressure with it then. I watch a lot of other YouTubers and I love that because working by yourself, a lot of times you get lonely and so you don't have that connection component. But basically by watching other vloggers and also listening to podcasts, that kind of helps to get that human component that I'll miss out on a lot of times. So I love doing that, but a lot of times then I get a sense of pressure from these videos. I just watched one where it was very high pace, everything was super quick, and I was really captivated, which was great. But at the same time, I started feeling really stressed out because I was thinking about all these things I need to be doing. I was thinking about all of the stuff she does in a day. And I just want to say that having my own business, this is something that if you're thinking about starting it, you can definitely do it. It's not this giant thing that like you have to do these certain things, follow these certain rules. I'm figuring out every single day. Everything changes every single day. Of course, you do need to have a setup to have some time to obviously make money and have some safety for that space to basically have a backup plan and have an income while you're not necessarily having an income. But I think really anyone can do this. You can start any business that you want to do. There's a lot of pressure in seeing all these perfect Instagram reels, all these TikTok videos and things like that. And honestly, I get extremely stressed out about it. I've been really stressed out about it recently. And so I did just take a pretty big break. I haven't posted a YouTube video in a couple weeks. And I also haven't posted much to Instagram in a couple weeks. It was really nice to take a break, but I've just started back this week and I'm already feeling a little stressed out again. So if anyone has any recommendations when it comes to balancing your lifestyle, that's something I'm always figuring out. And so I'd love to hear what you do when you're stressed out. I think a lot of this also has to do with the weather we have here in Minnesota. Again, the gloomy day and how cold it is for so long. It does make things hard. But again, I really do love what I do. It's just, I want to do everything sometimes, which makes me feel a lot of pressure. But basically what I'm going to do to combat that today is just focus on my to-do list, focus on my clients, and I'm just going to swap out these YouTube videos for some audio to listen to. So I'll just listen to some music, I think just some relaxing standard music, and help me focus and not feel so much pressure from other creators to need to do a million different things. So I've just finished those client edits, which that probably took me about an hour, but I do get a little distracted sometimes working on things. So there's a couple other little things I was doing while I was working on that, but I do try to time block as best as I can. Now I'm gonna do some more client edits. I did a client design. One of my clients, I guess, wanted a supporting element of a YouTube social banner, so she came back with some edits on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and edit that for her so I can hopefully get that out the door and back to her so she can review it, and then we can move on to the next step with her project. So I just finished these edits on these YouTube banner designs. They can be a little finicky to get the cropping right to go across TV, mobile, and computer, but I think they're in a good place. So I'm just gonna record a quick video to my client and send it over to her for review. Sometimes I record these videos. I use this platform called Loom, and it's really great to just walk through all of these different elements on like why I did something and explain myself without having to orchestrate a meeting time. So I'll send it over to a client and hopefully provide them a little more insight with it. Hi, I hope you're doing well. I have these edits ready to share with you on your YouTube banner. So I just wanted to walk through them real quick. Thanks again for sending. Just interesting to work with to really nail down a direct look that works with the TV, mobile, and computer. But yeah, let me know and thank you. Okay, so I finished up some client edits. I worked on some pattern designs for a brand client, and then I just ate some lunch. So the day is moving quickly. I do need a break, and even though it's so gloomy out, and even though I just sat and ate lunch in the other room and watched a YouTube video, I really need some like movement and to get out of the house. So I'm gonna try to go on a little walk. Again, it's still cold here and it's really cloudy and gloomy. So we'll see how long I last, but I absolutely love taking walk breaks. When the weather gets a little nicer, I try to take at least 3 walks a day. So I'll do one in the morning before my emails, I'll do one in the middle of the day, and then I'll do one in the afternoon. It's just a nice way to break up your day and help get some steps in. Again, that can be a challenge in the winter, especially when it's like -10, -20 degrees here in Minnesota. But now it is 30 degrees, which is warmer than it has been the past couple of days. So I'm just gonna take advantage of it and go for a walk. After the walk, I just began making this Instagram reel for the bank and just posting it on their behalf. And then I'm going ahead and working on these client brand pattern designs. So they take a little bit of time, but they can be really fun to do and explore. Hello.
How's it going?
Good. How was your trip? I had a quick meeting to hop on then to just go over some marketing materials. So that's just what I'm doing now. It's a kind of nice way to end my day because it's a way to communicate with people, and I'm still on my screen, but it's a little different. Next up, I am just working a little bit more on those brand pattern designs. I just want to see what I can create using Procreate, and then I am probably just going to call it a day. So it has been a little longer now. It's 3:15. I had a meeting that lasted about an hour, and I've just been kind of doing random things in between there. Now is kind of the time of day when I get really tired and could use a break in the day. So I'm actually going to maybe do a couple more things here and then head to the gym. And then I'll be feeling a little more refreshed to work on a couple other things this evening. So let's do that and just take a break. Now I'm just ending my day by watching a little Bridgerton and working in bed. I don't normally do this, but some days it just really calls for that to catch up at the end of the day. But that is really it. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.